Hello everyone and welcome to my very first video on my YouTube channel. This has been something that I've been wanting to start for a very long time. Honestly, YouTube was my first love in a way because I feel like it got me through the tough high school times and through the struggles of university. I mean, how many times did I YouTube and try to figure out my homework? And it also really helped me throughout motherhood. I mean, I feel like I connected virtually with so many other moms on this platform, and I started my Instagram wanting to do the same for other moms, and now I feel like I have so much more that I want to share and a variety of different content, and I feel like this is the perfect outlet to do that in. So what you can expect from me, this is going to be kind of like a lifestyle and mommy channel, and honestly I'm just going to post about things that are very real and raw to me at this point in time. And I am a working mama. I know I promote that a lot, but that's also because I felt very alone in that space. I work full time. I have my 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. I went to university for my Bachelor of Science. So I am a professional, I'm a career woman, but I also want to give this a go and I want to be able to connect with other mommies on here. So without further ado, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be posting one video a week, and if you guys have come over here for my Instagram channel, thank you so much, and I know that you guys are awaiting an announcement. And I have been dying to share this, but I am pregnant with baby number 2, and I am currently, as I'm filming this, like 11 weeks and 3 days, I think. So yeah, we're gonna add another little one to our tribe. I have a 2-year-old son, so he will be about over 2.5, and we really wanted that 3-year age gap between our children, so it's going to be right in there. And this pregnancy was definitely a very wanted pregnancy, but that being said, I did not expect the struggles that I've already come along with this one. I would have shared the news of my pregnancy sooner. I wanted to wait to tell my employer because that is no way to find out through somebody's social media. But B, this pregnancy has had quite its ups and downs and complications from the very beginning. So I had a lot of symptoms very early on. I think I'll do a video on all the symptoms that I had, but I was really expecting to be pregnant. First try, got pregnant, super excited. Morning sickness hit hard and fast. And at around week 6, I started to notice that I was bleeding, which is something that I did not experience with my first pregnancy. I will do a whole nother video on my very first pregnancy, and it was a rough one. So I was kind of going into this with hopes that my pregnancy would be better or different in some way. Oh, it's different, all right, but not in the best way possible. So I started bleeding. I started bleeding on a Thursday, and I honestly didn't notice it. Now that I think back, I'm like, yeah, I definitely started bleeding on a Thursday. It was more of just a discoloration. And then on Friday evening, I'm like, oh no, like I'm definitely bleeding. And it wasn't enough that I was too alarmed to go to an emergency room. So on Monday, I called my doctor, told her about it, and she got me in for a scan right away. And turns out that I have a subchorionic hematoma, which they weren't necessarily worried about in the very beginning. But when I did see that blood, I thought for sure that I was losing that baby and I was losing the pregnancy. And definitely on the Monday, before I had called her in the morning, it was a lot more blood. And I hadn't told any of my family members, but I reached out to one of them who was a nurse, my auntie, and I cried. I was like, I think I'm having a miscarriage. I don't know what to do. She was very like realistic, but also reassuring. I went in, and it was very weird because usually the scans, they turn like you can see the monitor, but the technician chose not to show me the monitor. She only showed me the monitor after she had found the heartbeat. So found the heartbeat, baby was doing fine, so I was really reassured. Then I got the results. My doctor called me and she said that yes, I have a subchorionic hematoma, so I was kind of put on a bed rest. She wasn't too worried about it because it was still quite on the smaller side of things. They rate them small, medium, large, and kind of small and medium they're not too worried about just yet. But she said definitely lay low. This was all around the Christmas break as well. So I had 2 weeks off. I literally laid on the couch for pretty much 2 weeks. My bleeding stopped. I felt awful, just morning sickness, but I was very thankful for that because then again, it just meant that the pregnancy was indeed kind of happening. So it was very reassuring for me. But then it was on a Saturday. I think it was even just 2 weeks ago. And again, more blood that I had seen before. And I call her up right away. Happened on a weekend again. These things like to happen on a weekend. Called her up Monday morning. She got me in right away for a scan, and the hematoma had doubled in size. But the baby is also measuring a week further along than we thought it was. So good news and bad news. I'm due for another scan in a week. So that'll be my 12-week scan that I'll be getting. So hopefully, their hope is that it reabsorbs into my body, but you just can never be sure. She did tell me to be cautiously optimistic and to be excited, but to just know that I have a very high chance of miscarrying in the first trimester. So the fact that we are here, the fact that we're almost at 12 weeks, I'm so happy and relieved. I know that this does not put us in the clear. This can cause further complications. I mean, because of my last scan, it did show that it had doubled, so I really don't think that it'll go away by next week, but you never know. Prayers and positive thoughts can do miracles. So yeah, fingers crossed that at least it just didn't get bigger, because that we can deal with. And yeah, I'm just really hopeful that this will go well. I Googled so much, which you should not do, I know, but it is a scary thing, having anything wrong with your baby. It is mentally extremely difficult. It was very difficult for me, just that limbo, not knowing what's going on. And then on top of all of this, I am Rh negative. So they forgot to give me my RhoGAM shot, which, if you don't know what that is basically antibodies injected into your system because I have a negative blood type. So my blood type will attack anything with a different blood type to mine. So if this baby is negative and our blood crosses, then nothing happens. I don't build antibodies or kind of resistance to a positive blood type. But if this baby is positive and there was positive blood that mixed in with my negative blood, then a future pregnancy, my body would not accept. It would just get rid of it because it would attack it, kind of like attacking a virus or kind of a foreign object in your body. I would abort the baby naturally. So that is not good. And there's a certain window of time between when your blood mixes that you need to get this. It is a blood product. How should I say it? Basically, they spin somebody else's blood so that you get those antibodies. So it gets injected into your system. We missed that window by 5 days. And so I had to spend all day in an emergency room just waiting to get that shot. And it just seems like there's frustration after frustration happening. But I'm also happy to say that I'm feeling really well lately, apart from extreme fatigue, which I am sure is just, I know it's normal, but I just really want it to go away already, because my evenings, I don't even have time to spend with my child, and I don't spend a lot of time with my child as it is, so it's just very hard mentally that way. And not being able to work out I'm really struggling with that one. But I know that, I hope that I can be cleared to start some really, really light exercises, whether it's yoga. I know she said like walking and swimming for now are going to be really good for me. So hopefully I can do some more. So that is my announcement. This is my very first YouTube video. So I'm sure I'll look back at it and think about how awkward I was or how I didn't look into the viewfinder correctly, because right now I don't know where the camera is. It's all black. Anyways, bear with me, and I really am excited. So let me know in the comments what type of video you would like to see. Make sure that you check out my Instagram channel at yasmina.rose, and I'm very active on there, as active as I can be. I have not been as active because of this pregnancy. So there you go, and I cannot wait to see you next week. I don't know what days I will post yet. I am hoping to film on weekends because right now I'm battling the light. It is very dark in here, but I hate filming in artificial light. So I will, maybe a Sunday schedule, to be determined. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye-bye.